Let's go, bro. We rolling?
Yee.
Okay, cool. Man, shout out No Agenda. Appreciate you having me on. My name is Caeden Harris. I am a trainer and videographer for pro athletes. So I work with a couple different guys in Kansas City that are playing pro ball right now. And then I've also done some videography projects for a couple Chiefs players, some former NBA guys, and that kind of thing. So we're out here in Arizona at the Content House at the Castle with Roadrunners. Basically, we're just putting together an event for athletes, content creators, entrepreneurs, business people in general, trying to make it organic as possible. Like, you know how it is. It's more of a chilled, kind of like laid back vibe. But if you get everybody kind of under one roof, that's all motivated people doing stuff, like naturally people are going to connect. And so that's really what we got going on here, man.
Yes, sir. You feel me? My boy just gave you the whole breakdown. Shout out Caeden and Caeden Media. He gave a little breakdown of what he's been doing lately. Talk a little bit about how this even got going. How did one? I mean, we already knew each other, but kind of break down the history behind it. And how did this start? It was only like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, pretty much. So I live in Kansas City, but I travel during the springtime just to be around baseball. I mean, I was a player. I played 4 years of indie ball, and so I was used to getting out of the Midwest and going in training and in Arizona or just somewhere warm, right? And so even though I'm done playing now, like I kind of still do the same thing just to be around the game. So I was planning on coming down to Arizona, and that's really how I met Nick probably 2 years ago, just being down here. But I was planning on coming down again, but then, I hit up my boy Nick. He kind of told me, hey, we might have an opportunity to, have a party, have an event kind of thing. And, it's something where, he hits you up and you think like, okay, that'd be cool.
I believe it when I see it.
Right. And like, sometimes stuff just like doesn't work out. But I mean, man, like everybody involved just like made plays like throughout the last 2 weeks to get sponsors, get the house, like get people, like get the right people coming in. And it really turned into something that is going to be huge, man. Honestly, like
I'm excited.
I can't believe how this has come together on such a short time frame with people that I really just met. I mean, besides Nick, really all just met these guys a couple days ago. And it really just speaks to, when people are aligned, it doesn't matter if you've known them for a long time or not. You get together and you kind of just are on the same plan and like it works out. So, yeah.
What are your goals with this? In my opinion, I really love the idea of just bridging that gap between MLB, NBA, football players, just the different leagues. And shout out soccer, shout out MLS, shout out to NHL.
Hockey,
everyone is welcome, but also the entrepreneurs, the creators, people in media such as yourself. Like this is not only for athletes, but content creators and businessmen and different entrepreneurs from ages from 18 through 65, So talk a little bit about what were some of the emotions going through your head or feelings that when you first heard about it. What when you first heard Roadrunner and the idea, where did your mind go?
I think and I was talking to Tyler about this, the creator of Roadrunner. Like baseball players are used to being on the road. Like you got to be able to go out on the road and like get a W. You know what I mean? Like you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And so, I mean, that's why I travel so much is like, I love my network in Kansas City. I love being in Kansas City, but I mean, I understand that like, I got to know people in every city really. And that there's people doing great stuff in the West Coast, East Coast, everything. And so like, I think it speaks to, touring, the US and kind of like bringing everybody together and being able to go cop a house and lock in and like put together a ton of media, bring the right people together and, just be able to, do that outside of the comfort of your own city, really.
Have you ever seen anything like this or been a part of? I know you do stuff in Kansas City with the Winter Circle, so
for sure.
What else is along those lines?
I would say, let's see. So as far as like, I think this is incredibly rare because it's like basically like we're doing it like independently. Like you see like maybe agencies put together something like this or like entire huge leagues like the MLB or the NFL or whatever, but for people that are professional baseball players, young professionals, guys that are just getting started in their career, like, to have the foresight and the ambition and the motivation to like put this all together, like we're doing all of it. You know what I mean? Like we're not going to, like when you're sponsored by, or if you've got like the MLB back and you are a huge agency that's like got guys signed, like they have to come and do this.
And it's easy. Yeah,
they have to.
Yeah.
Like everything that we're doing is all just like, because people like us and like trust us and they want to be a part of it. And so that's what I think is cool about it, is that like we don't have anybody that has to come here. Everybody that's come through
showing love.
is like showing love just because like they fuck with what we're doing.
It's different, bro. That's why we got the whole hoop court, we got the swimming pool, ping pong, weight room,
everything. We really got
game room. We got billiards.
I know.
You want to just kick it? We got it's.
We're really at the compound, bro.
Yeah,
like we really got everything.
It's a dope vibe. I'm excited for the future. So if you were to look into the future, just not just for Roadrunners, but for yourself as well, what are you looking to get into? What are some of the different opportunities? Actually, before we get into that, let's take a leisure break. Shout out one of the sponsors, Leisure Hydration. You know,
these are so fire.
They're one of the best. I just got put onto them, to be honest.
Same.
But they are amazing. It's hydrating electrolytes. I'll just read you off the label. 10 vitamins and nutrients, magnesium and ashwagandha for mood, and no fake stuff. It's just...
It's like pretty quality
You're
ingredients.
You're going to feel real rejuvenated, only 5 grams of sugar. I haven't found... And it's not carbonated, so it's...
Which I like.
It doesn't feel...
Like it's clean. It's just clean.
It just feels clean.
It's clean, but like with all the electrolytes, magnesium stuff, like it's a good option for an athlete.
Electrolyte refresher, come on.
No doubt.
Fire, bro. Shout out Leisure Hydration.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, get a little bit into the future, not just for Roadrunners, but also for Caeden and Caeden Media. And actually, before you get into that, talk a little bit about how you got into the Super Bowl and just your career trajectory since you've been done playing.
No doubt. Yeah, so I came out of college in 2019. Obviously, me and Nick came out about the same time. So like we were both impacted by COVID with our pro career. And so I played 4 years of indie ball. I stopped playing in 2023. And kind of during that time, during my indie ball career, I was posting a lot of like TikToks of my speed workouts just because like me as a player, I had to develop a ton physically to get to pro ball. And so I used to run like an 8 flat 60 back like early in high school, got with a good coach, worked super hard, and I got that down to a 6'3". And so I feel like I have a unique skill set where I know what it takes to make that leap. And so if I'm able to work with guys that are more talented than me, first, second round guys, and I can kind of pair my knowledge of the sports performance side with their innate kind of skill on the field, I think it's a good fit. So that's really where it started on the training side, but also like just taking video of it on a tripod on an iPhone, man, like that's how I kind of got into social media and the video stuff. And it really just evolved into me getting a nicer camera. And then I kind of fell in love with videography too. And I realized that they're kind of like complementing skill sets, like working with athletes and doing videography. They kind of both want that. And so I started getting opportunities that really had nothing to do with my training, just to do videography stuff, man. So I was super fortunate to, get connected with some Chiefs players. I filmed a project for Xavier Worthy this year. That was awesome. And then I got tapped in with Nazi and Gabby Johnson through their foundation, 13's Promise. They give back to the Kansas City community for folks that are incarcerated. Wow. And so that's a super cool thing. And I delivered, a good project for them. And then, Chiefs really been killing it last couple of years. And so we win the AFC Championship, and Nazi's wife, Gabby, hits me up and says, hey, Nazi needs a guy for the Super Bowl. You want to come down? I'm like, of
easy
course.
Call. What?
So that was a blessing, man. Like to be.
Hey, who won though?
I know we did. We took an L, but man, we will be back. Trust that. Clip.
I'm
this,
not even
man.
a Philly fan.
Clip
That's
that.
just funny. I had to throw it out there.
No, for sure.
I mean, y'all been cheating anyway. Mahomes and
Oh
Kelsey
man,
running it up,
that
bro.
narrative's
They
going
can't
crazy.
They can't win it every year, bro.
Anyway, yeah, bro. So it was super cool, and like what's been cool about the barber content that we've been doing is like I've been cool with the Chiefs barber too. His name, shout out Ryan, he's the man. So, man, filming like all those guys getting their hair cut before the game, like that was some super like intimate, cool content that I got. So on top of just following like Nazi and Gabby around, like that was a super cool event, bro.
Dope,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see what's coming in the future for you.
For sure.
Do you have anything to say about Roadrunners and just what you've been doing and just kind of the collaboration we have going here and just the future of everything?
Yeah, I'll tie it all in. So like for me personally, like goals down the road, like I do want to keep really just impacting people, like using my skill set to just elevate people, like preferably, high level people that I can help like reach the pinnacle of what they're doing, whether that's through training or videography or whatever just comes next and continues to evolve. That's why I think that a guy like me and a guy like you is such a good fit for Roadrunners is I think, me and you independently have such ambition and motivation. And now, we link up with Tyler. We get some great resources to put on something like this. And, on top of us doing what we're doing solo, when we get together and do this, we just get to bring everything together.
Yeah.
And I just see this being truly not even just a big thing we're showboating, but just people are really going to want to come to this because we're providing value. Like me and you, I think have done a great job with relationships and connections, and that's what's helped elevate what we do. And so our understanding of that, linking up and bringing that into the content, bringing that all together under one roof, and marketing this for next year, getting all the content for it. I mean, I really just think it's going to be something that people aren't going to want to miss.
Facts.
And even if they're not local to what we're doing, say, we'll probably be in Arizona next year for sure, but even the other events that we're doing around the country, I hope it gets to a point where it's just boys that we know, people that we know, anybody professionally, they're down to travel, to come to this because it's just, that valuable for them.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, I'm excited to see what's coming in the future for you. Obviously, shout out RoadrunnersU.
Yes, sir.
We getting after it. We getting to it. I got to see my boy Caeden pull up to the town, though, for Clinic with the Pros. If you know, you know.
Yes,
He gonna come through.
To the Bay.
We need it. We need it, bro. We going crazy. We got something real.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you having me on,
yes,
bro.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Let's go.